Hello everyone, my name is Sean, and today I'll be giving out my thoughts on Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Yes, I know the game's not out, and no, I will not be buying it. And that's actually what today's video is about. I'm going to be telling you why I will not be buying this game. And before I get started, let's talk about my history with the series. And that history is actually kind of limited. I've only really played Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but even then, I bought multiple copies of the game. I liked it so much. And if you look back at the inception of the series with Street Fighter Cross X-Men, I think you can see where the inspiration for crossover fighting games is coming from. I mean, we have anime crossing over to fight other anime or other franchise characters. You had DC Universe and Mortal Kombat characters teaming up to fight each other. And, well, I mean, you even have Street Fighter Cross Tekken. It got that popular. And, honestly, whenever they announced that there would be another Marvel vs. Capcom game, I was stoked. I was excited to see how these characters would team up against each other. Seeing my fan favorites go up against new people, yeah, sure, I was all for it. Now, my hype and anticipation for this game dwindled quite a bit the more and more I heard about it, because the more I thought about it, they were taking out a lot more than they were putting back in. I mean, yeah, we would have a story mode, and, you know, they did say that Capcom would be putting in some essential features along with the game, but they were taking out the three-person mechanic, only having it be two people now. They were eliminating the X Factor and replacing it with the Infinity Stones, and they were also reducing the cast down to 30, removing some fan favorites. Now, with these criticisms, I think we have both Marvel and Capcom to blame for this. I think that both companies are at fault, and this new game is just a culmination, or really their love child, of some of their terrible business practices. And let's go ahead and start with Marvel first. Now, while it's admitted that both franchises have been taking and reducing their influence, it's Marvel that had to replace the most characters. If you look at some of the characters that were taken out on Marvel's side, I think you will see a little bit of a similarity. You've got Deadpool, Doctor Doom, Magneto, Phoenix, Sentinel, Storm, Super Skrull, X-23, Wolverine. Yeah, all of these are either Fantastic Four characters or X-Men. Both of those franchises have their rights owned by Fox, not by Sony or not by Marvel. Yeah, that's why Marvel's doing this, because they don't own the movie rights. And if you think that's stupid and petty that they would not allow them to be in this video game, remember, for the past couple of years, Marvel's actually been trying to kill off the X-Men as well as the Fantastic Four. They tried to replace them with the Inhumans, trying to get a leg up, when, yeah, that didn't happen and really couldn't happen. While they could replace them with Inhumans, it really does the franchise dirty to just remove them from the game, especially when you have fan favorites like Magneto, Doctor Doom, and even Wolverine with their powerful moves. So, maybe they'll be put in as DLC? That's where Capcom comes in. See, they already have 2 DLC characters for brand new fighters. Sigma on Capcom's side, and Black Panther on Marvel's side. So, the roster is 30. You have 2 new characters. So, where are all the other fan favorite characters that are supposed to be in this game? See, Capcom will probably release them as DLC. They'll probably announce a couple new DLC packs, probably some more costumes. But that's not what I'm worried about. Let's take a look at history, shall we? Even when Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out, it was buggy, it was unbalanced, it had issues with its online features, and was missing a couple of components. So, yeah, this was not a good experience, and not even a good look on the game itself. And in a couple of years, I don't think even a year later, they released Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the ultimate experience. That's what fixed some bugs and glitches. They added in a few new characters, even the fan favorite Phoenix Wright, and, well, fixed everything up. So this was great, right? However, if you bought the original Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you think that you got those patches or that you got those new characters? No, you probably didn't. You wanna know why? Because you had to buy another game to get them. And that's what I'm talking about here. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite feels like just a stepping stone, just a branch on the whole of a bigger tree. So why buy Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite when you know that there's going to be an Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite or an Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Plus? You forget, Capcom is the same company that is still remaking, re-releasing new versions of Street Fighter 2. So yeah, that's why I'm not getting this game. Because even though I might have looked at it and it looks okay, it looks less flashy than the previous games, but I was willing to give it a shot until I saw all this. Reducing the roster from 36 in the original MVC3 and even 48 in the Ultimate, dwindling that down to 30 really raises my eyebrows. I mean, shouldn't sequels have more, not less? A story mode doesn't compensate for that. It just seems like something that's tacked on, something that you can throw together. Also, might I add, are you really doing the whole Civil War thing again? That's been done to death. We've done a movie, we've done a sequel to it, it's time to stop. But yeah, this game doesn't feel like the Marvel vs. Capcom game that I loved. It feels like greedy bullshit, and it's not something that I appreciate. Honestly, if I'm looking for a game that's flashy, gives me a great amount of super moves, gives me fan favorite characters, and has a good 3v3 battling system, I'm gonna wait for Dragon Ball FighterZ. I mean, yeah, it's coming out next year and it only has Dragon Ball characters to it, but fuck that shit. It looks fucking awesome. So, those are my thoughts as to why I'm not getting Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Honestly, why you shouldn't get it as well, although I'm not gonna judge you if you do. And I guess I'll see you next week.